Let's talk about that header or footer, the one your users absolutely nailed. It's clean, perfectly branded, and makes their emails and pages look sharp. It's a tiny masterpiece. But here's the problem. Every time they want to use it again, they're stuck recreating it from scratch. Or worse, digging through old designs to copy and paste that piece of content into your new design. That's where the magic of saved rows comes in. With saved rows, your users can lock in those beautifully crafted sections, headers, footers, product showcases, you name it, and reuse them whenever and wherever they need. No tedious recreating, no endless copying and pasting, just drag and drop and they're good to go. Saved rows is the perfect solution for your end users who are looking to save time while keeping their designs clean and consistent across different projects. In this video, we're going to talk all about saved rows and how you can make the most of this feature for your end users. First, we'll break down the difference between rows and saved rows in Beefree SDK. After that, we'll highlight the benefits of saved rows, showing how they can save your end users time and boost efficiency. From there, we'll explain the two flexible options for implementing saved rows in Beefree SDK: hosted saved rows and self-hosted saved rows. Next, we'll dive into the developer console and demonstrate how easy it is to enable hosted saved rows. Spoiler alert here, it's just one toggle. We'll also walk you through how your end users can manage and organize saved rows within their designs. And finally, for those of you who'd like to take things one step further, we'll explain how to set up advanced permissions inside your Beefree SDK configuration. This allows you to manage which specific actions your end users can perform when using hosted saved rows. Within Beefree SDK, rows are the building blocks that let your end users structure, organize, and design their content with precision. They're a powerful way to create layouts that adapt to any design need. The first step every content creator takes in the Beefree SDK builder is to drag and drop a row onto the stage. This is where the magic begins. Rows provide the foundation for adding content blocks and designing layouts that bring ideas to life. But while regular rows are built for flexibility and customization, saved rows take things a step further. They allow your end users to save the rows they've already designed for convenient reuse in future projects. Saved rows aren't just convenient, they're a total game changer. And here's why. You can save time, skip the repetitive work of rebuilding sections from scratch, maintain design consistency. You can ensure key components like headers, footers, or product showcases remain perfectly aligned with your brand. Avoid the blank page. Repurpose existing content as a starting point for new designs. And increase efficiency. Focus more on creativity and strategy, not busy work. With saved rows in Beefree SDK, your end users can work smarter, not harder, while keeping their designs fresh, consistent, and easy to manage. For teams looking to implement saved rows, we offer two flexible options based on your needs. These options are hosted saved rows and self-hosted saved rows. Let's quickly break down the differences to show you how hosted and self-hosted saved rows are configured and managed. Hosted saved rows are ideal for teams looking for a quick, hassle-free setup. Everything is managed by Beefree SDK, so you can activate it with a toggle in the developer console. This option provides centralized storage, security, and reliability, along with an easy-to-use interface to save and reuse rows within your app. Perfect if you don't want to manage back-end systems and you just want to bring the power of reusable content to your users fast. Now, if you need full control over how and where rows are stored, self-hosted saved rows might be the way to go. This option is best for teams with specific compliance or integration needs and requires development resources to manage storage and build an interface for row management. Now, we won't dive too deep into the details here, but if you'd like to learn more, check out our video tutorial and technical documentation, which I've linked in the video description. Now let's show you how to set up hosted saved rows. First, let's enable hosted saved rows for your application. We'll need to log into the developer console. Then we can navigate to the application you'd like to configure. Click on Details, then View More under Application Configuration. We can scroll to the Saved Rows section and then toggle on the option for Hosted on the Beefree SDK infrastructure. And finally, we can review the pricing details and confirm to activate the feature. Congrats! You've officially enabled hosted saved rows in under a minute, and your users can immediately start saving and reusing content now. Now that hosted saved rows are enabled, here's how end users can manage them. You can save your row directly inside the builder by selecting it and then clicking the save icon. To keep your rows organized and easy to find, you can give them clear names. Under row name, we can call this header. We can then add this row to either a new or existing category to make it easy to find. Let's create a new category and call it headers for flower emails. You can then hit the save button. Next, go to the rows section, click on the drop-down menu, and from the options, select headers for flower emails. You'll see your saved row appear there. Simply drag it onto the canvas to start using it right away. At any time, you can edit, reuse, and delete a saved row by clicking on the three dots here. By selecting Edit Info, you can edit the name of the saved row and even change the category. To save your changes, just hit Update. Keep in mind that we will store your end users' hosted saved rows securely in a Beefree S3 bucket. Each row will be exclusively used for the given UID belonging to the subscription. As a reminder, we're proud to be SOC 2, ISO, and GDPR compliant. You can read more about our security measures at beefree.io/security. It's important to mention that this is a premium feature and that usage-based fees may apply for using hosted saved rows. You can reference our usage-based fees documentation for additional details. Now, what if you'd like to customize how specific groups of users can interact with your new saved rows feature? For example, maybe you want admins to enjoy full access to add, manage, and delete rows, while copywriters can only add and manage, but not delete them. Or perhaps you could limit saving and reusing content for premium tier users to support your app's business model and encourage upgrades. That's where advanced permissions comes in. That's your tool for controlling what users can and cannot do in your application. Hosted Save Rows includes the following advanced permission options. Keep in mind that each of these options are booleans within your Beefree SDK configuration. This means if set to true, the end user can perform that action, and if set to false, they can't perform that action. Let me show you how easy it is to adjust advanced permissions. It's all done via the advanced permissions object in your config file, and you can see how we defined rows and behavior objects nested within it. Inside the behaviors object, you can see that we've set the can delete hosted row property to true. Let's check out the end user experience now. If we select a row and then click the three dots here, the user is able to click on this delete button. And then once inside the modal, they can confirm that they do in fact want to remove this saved row. Okay, great. Now let's jump back into the code and change that value to false. If we head back to the end user experience, and then try clicking on a row, you can see that the user is no longer able to delete the saved row based on the permission we've just set. Okay, that wraps up this video. Let's recap what we learned. We covered the key differences between rows and saved rows in Beefree SDK. We discussed how rows can save time and improve efficiency for your end users. Then we explored the two implementation options, hosted and self-hosted saved rows, and demonstrated how easy it is to enable hosted saved rows with just one toggle in the developer console. We also showed how your end users can manage their saved rows, and finally, we covered setting up advanced permissions to control what your users can and cannot do. By adding saved rows to your application, you can help users save time, maintain design consistency, and boost satisfaction. And with hosted saved rows, you can activate this powerful feature in seconds just by toggling it on.